So the question is, what are the ideal characteristics of op-amp, which is asked for 4 marks. Okay. So the ideal characteristics of op-amp are, the first point is it has infinite voltage gain. Second point, the input impedance is infinite. Zero output impedance. Zero output voltage when the input voltage is 0. Infinite bandwidth, so that the frequency signal from 0 to infinite hertz can be amplified without attenuation. Infinite common mode rejection ratio, so that the output common mode noise voltage is 0. And last one, infinite slew rate, so that the output voltage changes occur simultaneously with the input voltage changes. Okay, so for example, this is your structure of your op-amp with 2 input terminals, that is your inverting terminal and your non-inverting terminal output. So if you take the corresponding equivalent circuit of an op-amp, a practical op-amp can be given as input side you will be having a resistance, and in your output side a voltage source with that of your resistance, right? So in the case of, if it is an ideal op-amp, your equivalent circuit will change into, the input impedance is very high, right? So it will act as an open circuit. So Ri will be very high, that is you cannot draw any, the current doesn't flow inside your op-amp. And in your output side you will be having very low resistance, low output impedance, right? So you will be having low output impedance, means it will look like a shorted circuit. So R out will be equal to 0 in order to drive the another circuit. Okay, so these are the important ideal characteristics of an op-amp. So you know that typically your voltage gain is very high, practically it is in the order of, so these are in the red color gives your practical values of 741 op-amp. Your voltage gain, practically it is practical value is in the range of 2 into 10 raised to 5. Input impedance is infinite in the case of ideal op-amp, whereas in the case of practically it is in the range of mega ohm. For 741 it is in the range of 2 mega ohm. Output impedance, zero output impedance, but in practical case you will be having a very small impedance in the range of ohm. So the value of 741 is 75 ohm. Then the zero output voltage when the input voltage is 0. So actually when you apply input as 0, you should get the output also equal to 0, but practically it is not possible. You will be having a very small voltage in the output in the range of millivolt range. Okay, so zero output voltage when the input voltage is 0, that is your ideal case. In the practically there will be small millivolt range voltage which is present in the output, which is in the range of 1 millivolt. Next one is your bandwidth, infinite bandwidth in the case of ideal characteristics, whereas practically your range is 1 in the range of megahertz. So for 741 it is in the range of 1 megahertz. Then common mode rejection ratio, which is nothing but CMRR, which is equal to your differential gain divided by your common mode gain, right? So your practical value is 90 dB. Next, last one is your slew rate, which is the rate of change of output voltage with respect to the time. Your practical value is 0.5 volt per microsecond. So these are the points which you have to write for 4 marks.